start with the first question of exercise 6.2. Here we have to find out the value of x and y. You can see that we have the relation between x and y. X and y, they are alternate interior angles and they must be equal because thus AB and CD are parallel. As we don't have the values of x and y, but the rest of the two values given, which is 50, one value and one is 130. So now you can see that there must be some relation we can identify between y and 130. So we can say that y is same as 130. The reason, if you wish to give this vertex O, or let us give this P and this is Q. So we can write here, okay, we can write that P, Q, D is same as C, Q, let me give the name here, S, and this is R. So P, Q, D and C, Q, S, they both are equal, they are vertically opposite angles. See students, these are the 1 mark objective questions can be there. So we can say the value of y is 130 degree. As we discussed earlier also that x and y, they are interior, alternate interior angles. So APQ is same as PQD. So we can say they are pair of alternate interior angles. So we can say x is same as y. So the value of x is also 130. Here we did not use this 50 degree. You can see that this 50 and x, they are forming linear pair. So that way also we can obtain x, which is 130. Let's see this question. Question number 2. Here they have given the 3 parallel lines AB, CD and EF. In the question they have given AB is parallel to CD and CD parallel to EF. So according to theorem 6.6, we can say that if two lines are parallel, so this first and third, they are also parallel to each other. The ratio between y and z is given, that is 3:7. Right now we can see there won't be any kind of relation between the y and z, because if we don't consider this one AB, so y is considered as the exterior angle and this one is the interior angle. So let us show the relation that must be some relation, as it is given 3:7. But when angle is exterior angle and another is interior angle, so we can say that should be some relation, then only we can obtain the value of yz, and from y we will obtain the value of x. So now let's see that. You can see that if I say y, that is angle CRQ, which is equals to y, is same as CRQ is same as DRS. CRQ, DRS, they are vertically opposite angles. Okay. So that means these two angles are same. Now we can say that that is a relation that DRS and RSF. DRS and RSF. You can see they are forming interior angles of the same side of the transversal. So we'll write only interior angles. They are interior angles of same side of transversal. Now from this value 1, the value of DRS is CRQ. So let us substitute DRS as CRQ plus RSF is 180. See what I have done here students. I have substituted this value DRS as CRQ in this equation. Let us substitute the value CRQ. So you can see here CRQ, that is y, RSF, that is z, is 180. So as we have the relation of y and z, that is 3:7. So we can say y is 3a and z is equals to 7a. So let us substitute this value. 3a plus 7a is equals to 180. 7 plus 3, that is 10. So 10a is equals to 180. So if I take this 10 to the right hand side, so it is 180 divided by 10. So the value of a which we obtain is 18. We have to find out x, and x has a relation with y. So let us find out y here. So you can see that y is 3a. So now let us substitute the value of a, that is 18. So we obtain the value of y is 54. The value of y is 54 as we obtain this. Now look at here the relation of x and y. Yes, absolutely. We can say that x and y, they are interior angles of the same side of transversal. Interior angles of same side of transversal. As we have the value of y, that is 54. So we can obtain value of x by subtracting 54 from 180. So 180 minus 54, the value of x is 126. So this we can say a 2-mark good question. Look at this question. In this they have given that AB and CD are the two parallel lines. And this EF is perpendicular to CD. That means it is 90 degree. The value of GED, that means the whole angle. This angle is given, the whole angle. It's 126 degree. Then find out AGE, GEF and FGE. Now let's see that one by one. Is there any relation of this angles which we have to find out with the angle value which is given? So look at the first two. One angle which is measured given and second angle AGE. So look at this AGE and GED. Yes, we can see this AGE where AB and CD are parallel, so GE form the transversal. So we can say that angle AGE is same as angle GED. They are pair of alternate interior angles. As they are pair of alternate interior angles, so that must be equal because this AB and CD are the parallel lines. So we can say that angle AGE is equals to 126 degree. So this angle which we need to find out, we obtain it 126 degree. So this one is obtained. Let's go for GEF. GEF. So now look at this, the whole angle GED given. So we can say that GED is the sum of these two, GEF and FED. GEF plus FED. It is the sum of these two angles. This angle is 126 degree. This angle GEF we have to find out. And as it is given into the question, it is perpendicular, so it is 90 degree. So let us take this value to the left hand side. So 126 minus 90 is equals to GEF. So we obtain the value of GEF, angle GEF is equals to 36 degree. So first we obtain, second also we obtain. Let us go for the third one which we have to find out. FGE. FGE. So this angle is left to find out. So now you can see that that is a relation between AGE and FGE. Can you see that? As it is a line, so this both are linear pair. So just note it down that angle AGE plus this one AGE and FGE. This both are forming linear pair. So sum is 180. So we have one angle that is AGE, that is 126 degree. This angle we have to find out. So let us subtract the one angle that is 126 from 180. So here we obtain FGE. When I do the subtraction, so that is 54. So the three angles which we require, that will obtain. So remember students, it is a good question and can be come into the examination. Let's move towards the question number 4, and this is one of the very important question. Let's see what is given here. It is given that this line PQ and ST are parallel to each other. The angle PQR is 110 and RST is 130. So this is the angle which we have to find out. So now there won't be any kind of relation we can obtain here. to get the answer, we can do one change, or we can add this that is also given into the textbook. Let us construct a line parallel to PQ and ST, which is passing from the point R. So what I have done here? Here we have constructed a line passing from point R and parallel to PQ and ST. This is what we have to construct by our rule. So let us give that line name XY. So let's note it down that construct XY parallel to PQ as well as ST and passing from point R. Okay, now we can observe here, if you hide this, you can see the relation between T as R and as RY. You can see this. As these two are parallel, it is the transversal. We can say that this angle and this angle, they are forming interior angles. So let us go for it. We can say that angle TSR, that is RST, and angle SRY, they are forming 180 because they are interior angles of the same side of the transversal. They are interior angles of the same side of the transversal. So we have one angle, that is 130. So let us obtain the second one, SRY. So this angle SRY, I will take this to the right hand side. So 180 minus 130. So angle SRY is obtained 50 degree. So SRY, that is obtained 50 degree. Now we must use this PQR which is given. Now forget this one and look at this PQR and QRY. So you can see this one is also parallel to XY, PQ and XY parallel. So QR become the transversal. As we have already taken, PQ is parallel to XY and QR is the transversal. So we can say that this angle PQR, look at here, PQR, and this whole angle, that is QRY, they both become equal. The reason? They are alternate interior angles. Pair of alternate interior angles. So as PQR is 110, now look at QRY. You can see that QRY is sum of the two angles. One QRS and another is SRY. Fine. You got it? It's equals to QRS and SRY. So as it is 110, the angle which we need to find out, that is QRS, and this angle measure we obtain, that is 50. So let us take this value to the left hand side. So 110 minus 50. So the value of QRS we will obtain. So angle QRS, that is equals to 60 degree. So as we can see that it is an interesting and an important question. Let us do one more question. Here they have given this two line AB and CD are parallel. Point P which is on AB and Q and R. So it's form a kind of triangle PQR. The angle APQ is given 50 and PRD it is given 127. We have to find out X and Y. Now look at this, the angles which are given, one of them has relation must be there with X and Y. So now students, look at this relation between APQ and PQR. We can see here that AB is parallel to CD and PQ is the transversal. So as we discussed earlier also that this APQ, it becomes same as PQD. The reason? Yes, they are pair of alternate interior angles. Correct. So let us just substitute the values. APQ that we have, which is 50 degree, and PQR that we'll suppose X for that. So we have those two values. We obtain the value of X, that is 50. Now Y is left. See now students, Y can be obtained by two ways. You can get the linear pair of the given angle, then by using the angle sum property we can go for it. One more way which we'll use to find out Y. Now look at this one, forget this PQ. Look at this APR and PRD. That's right. They are again form pair of alternate interior angles. So we can write here that AB is parallel to CD and this time PR is the transversal. Now remember students, you have to identify this. आपको ये समझना पड़ेगा कि APR is same as PRD. The reason we have written, they are pair of alternate interior angles. But look at here that APR is the sum of these two, 50 and Y. So for APR we'll write 50 plus Y and PRD which is given into the question 127 degree. To find out Y, I will take 50 to the right hand side. So Y is equals to 127 minus 50 degree. So the value of Y is equals to, it's 7 as it is and again 7. So the value of Y also we obtain, that is 77 degree. Let's see the last question of this exercise, and remember students, this is the most important question of this exercise. There are many chances that this question will come into the examination or this type of questions. Now let's see what is given. Here they told that PQ and RS, they are the two mirrors, plane mirrors, which kept parallel to each other. That means they have given that PQ is parallel to RS. Now AB is the ray of incident. Now we can correlate this with the physics. Yes, exactly. Because it is the incident ray AB. So this is one ray. BC is the reflected ray. And CD is again we can consider as a reflected ray for RS. So in the question it is said that AB is incident and CD which is reflected, they both remain parallel after the reflection. So this is what we have to prove, that AB is parallel to CD. So now remember students, we use the law of physics here, that means the law of reflection. So let us recall that first, which we discussed in the 8th standard. As it is a plane mirror, this is the non-reflecting surface. As it is an incident ray, we should consider this is the normal and this is the reflected ray. Incident ray and reflected ray. We can see that angle of incident and angle of reflections, they both are equal. So this is one law which we are going to use to prove this. That is the law of reflection we are going to use here. So for that, we should draw a perpendicular. In the terms of physics, it is called normal. So let us draw one perpendicular, that is MN or BM, and another perpendicular, that is CN. So now let us just note it down. Construct, to prove this, what we have done, construct BM perpendicular to PQ and CN perpendicular to RS. Let me give this name as angle 1, as angle 2. So it is quite easy to do the sum. थोड़ा easy हो जाए हमारे लिए. So just note it down that angle ABM is as angle 1. Angle MBC, that is as angle 2. Angle BCN is angle C3, and NCD, that is angle 4. ABM is angle 1, BMC second, BMN, that is third, and NCD. Okay. Now according to the law of reflection, laws of reflection, we can say that BM is the normal, so angle 1 is same as angle 2. Because this is incident angle, this is reflected angle, as we discuss here. This is the angle which is incident angle, and this is which is reflected angle. So angle 1 and angle 2 are same. The same way, we can say that angle 3 and angle 4, angle 3 and angle 4 are also equal. Similarly, we can say that angle 3 is same as angle 4. This both angles are same. So we'll use this both later on, 1 and 2. This both the equation we'll use later on. Let us move further. Now if you observe this angle, angle 2 and angle 3, as BM is perpendicular to PQ and CN is perpendicular to RS, so this both perpendiculars are between the two parallel lines, so are equal. दोबारा एक बार समझ लो. As these two are parallel and this is perpendicular, this is also perpendicular. So this both the perpendiculars are parallel to each other. Remember this. So we are using this concept here. So on the basis of that, we can say that BM is parallel to CN. These both are the normals that is perpendicular. So from that we'll come to know that angle 2 is same as angle 3. Why? As you can see, they are formed pair of alternate interior angles. These both are pair of alternate interior angles. So I'll use this as an equation number 3. So now look at this. 1 and 2 are same, 2 and 3 are same, and 3 and 4 are same. So basically from 1, 2 and 3 we can say that from 1, 2 and 3 we can say this all angles are same. 1 as same as 2, as same as 3, as same as 4. But we have to show that this AB and CD are parallel. So we can say that angle 1 plus angle 2 will be same as angle 3 plus angle 4. From this, 1 plus 2, that is equals to, look at this diagram, is equals to ABC. Angle 1 plus 2 is equals to ABC, and 3 plus 4 is equals to BCD. Now here we'll come to the end of this. ABC is same as BCD. We can see this both are the pair of this both angles. They are pair of alternate interior angles and are equal. So as we discussed earlier, then whenever the pair of alternate interior angles are equal, so they form by these two lines. So these two lines are parallel to each other. This is, we have used the converse of this theorem. पहले क्या करते थे, if ABCD parallel, so we can say that these two angles, pair of alternate interior angles are equal. This is the converse of that theorem. It is the converse theorem. मतलब हमने क्या बताया? We have proved that the pair of, we are going to use this in many more questions. Remember, what we used here, that ABC and BCD, which are the pair of alternate interior angles, equal. So they form by this two line AB and CD. So this two line must be parallel to each other. Hence, we proved it. So remember students, this is one of the most important question and it's quite typical also. Thank you.